just transing the kids, transing the economy, we're transing everything. The Democrat premise here is what you say will entirely determine reality. And this is why all the transgender stuff actually matters here. The premise is, if you say that a recession is not a recession, then it's not a recession. The power of our speech is such that we can totally change reality. If you say that a baby is not a baby, it's not a baby. When we all talk about the royal baby, you know, Prince William and his wife is pregnant, they're about to have the royal baby. We all talk about the royal baby. We don't talk about the royal fetus or the royal embryo or the royal zygote or whatever, because that baby is wanted. And so we talk about him honestly like he's a baby. But when we talk about some woman who maybe doesn't want a baby, we say, oh, it's not a baby. It's not a baby unless you want it. Whatever we say, that's what determines it. You had a little boy, but maybe some perverted parent wanted a little girl, actually. And so they push the child into the transgender ideology. Well, okay, you can have a little girl. Just call him a little girl. Put him in a dress. He's a little girl. That's easy. No, we don't need to worry about reality. We can just change it with our language. And that's what parents are doing. There's a TikTok that just went viral. I think I've got to block TikTok except that it's so funny in a really dark, sad way. TikTok is very funny. There are some parents who just went viral because they held a gender reveal party. Not a gender reveal party for their baby, a gender reveal party for their toddler, because the toddler apparently is transgender.
What are you waiting for?
We practice acceptance is what they write, and they say it's a gender reveal, and they've got the little transgender flag, and then the poor little kid is excited because the parents are throwing all sorts of fun little glitter and things in the air, and so the kid is excited, not realizing these parents are sexually abusing the child. Why are the parents doing this? I don't know, because they're sickos. Maybe it's satire. Maybe I don't know that it's satire. The line between satire and reality is pretty blurred these days. I don't think it's satire. It'd be kind of weird to subject your kid to this in public if it were just a big joke or you were making just some political point about how transgenderism is crazy. So I think they're doing it for real, and they're doing it for clout. That's one of the reasons that parents are pushed to trans their kids, is because that's the new hip, cool thing to do, and that makes you really cutting edge and avant-garde and liberal and socially acceptable. So that's one of the social impetuses for doing this. They are getting clout. They are going to get lots of likes, and they are going to go viral, and it's going to give that mother all of the attention she's always craved. And so that will happen. But why is the culture giving the parents this clout? It doesn't just end with the culture. Okay, I know we're so fond of saying politics is downstream of culture, and we've said it on the right for 10 or 15 years, but there's more to the story than that. Culture is also downstream of politics. So one of the reasons why this is being encouraged and promoted is because we now have laws in place that encourage people to trans their kids. We now have laws and regulations in place where if you don't trans your kids, you can be in trouble. You can be accused of child abuse or neglect. We have laws and rules in place where teachers and other ministers of the state can trans your kid without your knowledge. We now have laws in place going all the way up to the Civil Rights Act that have legal protections for gender identity. They are enshrining in law this idea of transgenderism. So the law, the politics, not just the culture, but the politics and the government and the law are creating incentives for transgenderism and are punishing people for upholding the traditional and correct view of sex and gender. And so that's something else that is pushing the culture in this direction. I'm glad you liked that clip. We are so close to 1 million subscribers here on YouTube. Ring the bell, get the notifications. We'll see you next time.